Hello Aries, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your April tarot forecast, and oh my gosh, an insane amount has gone on already so quickly around the entire world. If you would like for me to do a video on current events, please write your suggestions in the comments below. I want to give you content that you enjoy. So just let me know what you want and I'll do my best to give it to you, okay? Your theme is the Princess of Cups. Now, cups represent emotions. They can be, they also can be quite psychological, but with the Princess of Cups, it's more about reception, receiving. So receiving intuitive messages, paying attention to synchronicities because you are being guided. So if you notice like synchronicities, deja vu, know that this is a message from your guides, from your higher self to guide you in the correct direction, right? Also dreams. So if you're having any dreams, especially repetitive dreams, just know that they are messages to help guide you. We also have a moon in this card as well, representing, looking within, diving deep within the shadows. So some of us are afraid of our shadow, our subconscious, but our subconscious has treasure as well. And it's messages coming from the subconscious up to the conscious that is really going to help guide you. And it is okay to be open to it because you're really just being open with your higher self and your guides. So that is your theme for this month. Now, I've shuffled the cards off camera, but I'm just going to show you that I am cutting the decks. And, wow, I've got 3 different decks that I use. I have got my Tarot of the Cat deck. I've got my Tarot of the Thoth deck right here. And I also have my Mystic Mondays deck as well. So the Cat deck is to give a storyline, what's happening on the surface. The Thoth deck is to represent what's happening beneath the surface. And the Mystic Mondays deck is to represent advice, okay? And definitely make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny cards, okay? And I think that is extra relevant with everything that's going on in the situation right now. So I'm about to have a look at this and get started. Definitely a lot's going on for you this month, as it is for most people. But just a quick reminder to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Really helps me out a lot. All right. Okay, so it looks like during the first week, I'll show you what's going on. Well, first I'll just show you the storyline, okay? So it looks like this is just what's on the surface, right? I'll show you what's beneath the surface and advice cards as well. Oh, you know what? I think I actually just have to show. I'll show you. Look, this is the first week. So for the first week, we have got on the surface the 8 of Cups. So you, maybe someone else, but I feel like for a lot of it, it's you, is walking away from a situation that used to give you a lot of, joy, emotional satisfaction. Now, this could be a relationship, it could be a house, it could be a job, it could be a lot of things. It's something that used to be great, but there's nothing left. There's nothing left to stick around for. Like, there's a little bit of hope, but it's not enough. Just know that look how he's walking towards, a sunrise, right? So you are, even though you're walking away from something and it's really disappointing, okay, abandoned effort, you are on to better and brighter things. You are. It's just hard to see now because you're not looking forward. You're still looking at what was lost. Now, beneath the surface, we have got the Hermit. Okay, so this is a higher arcana card. It can also sometimes be a Virgo, but like this whole walking away from this situation, like it's allowing you to look more within, look within yourself, find that light. Like this is a minor arcana, this is a major arcana. So yes, you're walking away from this, but like spiritually, emotionally, it's going to have such a profound effect. You are going to gain so much wisdom from this. You are going to find the light within. It can be a bit painful, but it's something that is necessary. And also, I feel like whatever it was you were walking away from, potentially for some of you, it could have been quite distracting, right? And now with none of these distractions, you are looking within and really like exploring this human experience. Like, why are we here? What is my purpose? What's my meaning? What can I ultimately, bring to the world? Like, if you walked away from a job that you loved, but at the end of the day, like thousands or millions of other people could have done that job, like, what is it about you that makes you special? What is the special thing that only you can bring to the planet? You know what I mean? So I think you're going to be asking these types of questions and like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Things like that. So it's tough, right, on the surface, but it is allowing like a massive expanse of wisdom beneath the surface, okay? Now, your advice is the Empress, okay? And the Empress loves the finer things in life, You don't have to just go without, okay? You are still, even with these circumstances, allowed to treat yourself. You can have, like, for example, maybe you can just try cooking delicious food, making sure that you get really comfortable, like quality clothing, you know what I mean? Like, you are allowed to still treat yourself in a way that makes you feel like a queen, that makes you feel like you're on top of the world. But it's enjoying those things, like the luxurious things in life doesn't necessarily need to be expensive, okay? It can be going out and just like smelling a delicious rose, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but this is saying to treat yourself with all of the beauty in the world and to remember all of the beauty in the world and all of the good things, okay? All right, now it seems that during the second week, this is so interesting. Okay, so during the second week, remember first week walked away from something, right? Second week, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So the page, you might be like researching, or maybe you're trying to upgrade your skills, or like thinking about what you want to do next. Now, this could be related to work. It could just be maybe it's just something you're interested in, but you're doing a bit of research, a bit of studying, like learning. This could be anything from, yes, books, but videos, and just gaining knowledge about something in particular. Maybe a few things, but most likely one thing in particular. It could be something about where you want to go next in the world and things like that. But you might be just keeping a little bit more at home, a bit more local. Now, I feel like whatever it is you're learning about, I think like you're keeping your head a little bit locked down too much, because underneath the surface, we've got the Eight of Swords, interference, okay? And this card is all about like a mental block. You're like, this is what I'm gonna do next. It's only this way, or it's only these two ways. It has to be this, where you've actually got like multiple options of different areas you can go, different avenues. You can research. There are like at least 8 different really good options, but I feel like you might be blinding yourself to it because you're just so like focused on this one thing or these 2 things, that these are the only options. So your advice, and you might actually be like, no, there only are 2 options, or there only is this one option. There are many. You're just like focusing. You're not like everyone has blind spots. You're just looking in one direction, but if you actually like looked around, you'd see there are so many other opportunities around you, okay? Your advice is the High Priestess, and this is similar a little bit to your theme of the Princess of Cups, okay? But this is much more powerful because it's a major arcana card rather than a minor arcana card. Now, the High Priestess is, so I feel like the second week, like you might be focused on 1 or 2 particular things, but like listen to the synchronicities. The synchronicities are coming your way. The messages are coming your way. You need to open yourself, okay, to them, and they'll be coming in more than one way as well. The third eye is activated, right? So you have the capability to receive these messages. They're coming at you. You need to be open to them. So dreams, synchronicities, coincidences. Are they really coincidences, or are they your guides and higher self nudging you in the correct direction? So especially during the second week, you really want to be open to different options that are there, okay? It might be stress that's making you focus on this one thing, right? but just know it's kind of like that's in your head. There are so many options. It looks like, this is interesting. All right, so this is the third week. So this is the third week, okay? So it looks like on the surface we have got the King of Swords. Beneath the surface we have got the Prince of Swords, and your advice card is the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like there is going to definitely be an offer or an opportunity. So this could be someone offering you, or you could approach someone else. Regardless, it's going to be something that is going to take a lot of multitasking, being able to do many things at once, to be able to manage. And it definitely has to do with money, finances, land, things like that. So I feel like there is going to be an opportunity, and your advice is to take the opportunity. So the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new start. It's the birth of something new, a new way to make money. It could be a promotion. It could be a raise. It could be like an opportunity to move somewhere else for work. But like, look, this person is grasping this opportunity. So I feel like you might struggle a little bit. Like when you have this offer, you might be kind of like, oh, well, what if this, and trying to like figure out a whole bunch of things, like how is this logistically going to work? But like, you're capable. This person is capable, and it's a good opportunity, and it makes sense, okay? And I would take it. So during the fourth week, we have got, let's see, oh, this is cool. So look, on the surface, we have got the Ten of Wands. Beneath the surface, we've got the Princess of Cups, which is also your theme, okay? And your advice card is the Magician, so this is looking really good, okay? Like, not gonna lie, first week's gonna be stressful, second week, not, like, there'll still be underlying stress, okay? But, like, things do get better for the second half of the month, okay? Lots of changes, new opportunities as well, though. So it looks like on the surface, we've got the Ten of Wands. So this could be you or someone else, but I feel like if it is an opportunity, it might be like, look, you do have this new opportunity, but it might be like you can't necessarily make your way any higher up the scale. But like in times like this, it's like maybe just take what you can get because it's at the 10, right? It can't go any higher. Like, so there might be like kind of like a limit to what you can do. And you know, it might be maybe a bit like there's some wiggle room, but I feel like there's kind of a limit of what you can do with your goals and your aspirations, all right? But it looks like, and you might kind of have this feeling going back to the second week where you're feeling like this is it. I feel like you're gonna be like, no, this is the way that it is. This is the way that the structure is made. Not going to change the structure, even though there could easily be improvements. Okay. Yeah, so I think like a feeling of stuckness, but it gives you a bit of stability, right? Beneath the surface, we've got the Princess of Cups, and again, receiving that intuitive information. It looks like you've really tapped into that, you know, High Priestess advice card for the second week. You're definitely more going with the flow, open up to receiving information, right? Synchronicities abound. And that's fantastic. And your advice is, now that during the fourth week, you've opened up to that flow, right? The information coming your way, the Magician is telling you, because it is positively aspected, the Magician is telling you to like focus on what you want to create. What do you want to manifest? What kind of life do you want? You might want to do a vision board. You might want to like do a focused meditation of where you see yourself in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. But like focus on the end game, because you're now tapped into that, you know, the chi, right? The prana. So you might as well kind of focus on what you want to create with that flow, that energy, right? It may not seem that way on the surface, but beneath the surface, absolutely. Okay, so pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and I'm gonna pick your own destiny card. So please tell me how this is resonating with you so far, and like just tell me about your life. Like, what is going on with you? Crazy times. But yeah, I guess, you know, we're here because we decided to be a part of this time in history and the world, to be a part of the change. So I'm not gonna lie, I get scared and feel out of control, but I'm here, so I'm just gonna make the best of the situation. All right, if you picked one, let's see what we've got. Holy shit. Wow. This is insane. Okay, if you picked one, we've got on the surface like the Three of Cups, which is like maybe on the surface you're relaxing, chilling out. Maybe you're hanging out with friends and family, or just kind of having a few beers here and there or whatever. You know, not doing too much, but like just kind of enjoying those little pleasures of life. But shit's gonna hit the fan because like there's gonna be a massive, like the Tower is like everything's wiped away and destroyed. It could be, you know, what's going around the world right now. It could be related to that. It could be like everything that you thought that had structure, you know, just the rug completely being ripped out from underneath you, and everything is just toppling over. This is someone who, yeah, fuck, sorry, it's not a fun card. But, I mean, it's important to rebuild a stronger structure, but it's like, at the time, it's really painful. And this might take a while. Like, this is a major arcana card. So, either, if it happens really soon, like, it's actually been building up for quite a while, or it might take a bit more time for this to fully play out. Because it looks like on the surface, there's a bit of, like, being oblivious to this, right? Maybe not paying attention and just certain distractions and stuff like that. Your advice card is actually the Lovers. So the Lovers, I mean, it could be like, it doesn't necessarily, it could be a romantic relationship, right? It could be like if you've got a partner, like make sure that you and your partner are completely like compatible and on the same page, and focus on that. So at least you have that stability in your relationship. But it could also just be like balance in general, like inner balance of, you know, the masculine and the feminine and the light and the dark. And because this is complementary, but like just with looking at what's around, it could be that. It could be if you are like seeing a few people and you're just like dating, right? This is telling you fucking like pick a person, because you need like someone to get through this, right? And if you're just like screwing around and seeing like a few people dating, like you really need to just hunker down and pick one person that you know you guys will support each other through this crazy bullshit. All right. If you picked two, let's see what we've got. Cool. Okay. This is interesting. So if you pick two, we have got the Ten of Pentacles, and beneath the surface, the Princess of Swords, and then your advice is the Wheel of Fortune. So right now, like if you pick two, you do have overall like security with your family, or if it's like wherever you live, like that sense of family and security and stability, this is very good. Your family's like a tight unit, or the people who feel like family are like a tight unit. Ultimately, like you and your family, whatever shit comes your way, you're just going to stand your ground, you're going to survive, you're going to do it. There's going to be a hell of a lot of stress, but you're just not going to budge. You're going to stand strong, stand your ground. That's fantastic. Now, the thing is, with this one, as an advice card, the Wheel of Fortune, just know things can go anyway. Like there are still things up in the air. There's so much uncertainty right now, and you just got to like roll with the punches, and I feel like that's what you're doing. Things could go either way. Because this is overall positively aspected, just know like things could most likely turn in your favor. And just remember, whatever seeds that you plant, that will be the fruits of your labor. So if you are planting seeds of fear and doubt and anger, like that's what you're going to get tenfold in the future. But if it's like love and compassion and kindness and, you know, generosity, considering that's what you'll get back. So, just focus on structure and stability, stand in your ground, and then I think things will turn out for the better. All right, if you picked 3, let's see what we've got. Holy shit. Wow. If you picked 3, shit's going down. We've got the Tower, and it's gonna probably happen a bit sooner than later. It's the same thing as before, right? Like, it won't kill you. Okay, you've got these protective, aura, right? You'll survive. But this Tower it is like, honestly, what's going on around the world right now, it is like a natural disaster. It's like so unexpected, completely like pulling the rug out from under you, affecting not just you, but like people close to you in your life. And like, this is it. Sorry, that was an awkward laugh. I want everyone to be okay ultimately. It's gonna cause a hell of a lot of stress, and whatever this is, like, you can't fight it. Like, we got the 5 of Swords defeat. It is overall like a mental stress, but it's like, of course you're gonna be mentally stressed from shit like this happening. It is stressful. Your advice card, this is actually like the card that represents you, Aries, is the Emperor. And the Emperor is telling you just to like own your power. You're gonna have solid boundaries. You are going to need to have I'm just getting like a battle plan. You're gonna have a battle plan. Like, this is a warrior, right? Someone who is like, you have so much experience. You know what else is coming. And you just gotta be prepared for it and stand your ground. And just be ready to fight when necessary. Okay, wow. All right, so comment below, did that resonate with you? If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. All that's in the information down below. I do monthly, mid-monthly readings, so definitely make sure that you check them out. And yeah, I hope everything is all right with you. Things are all right with me as of now. See how everything goes. All right, and if you're still here, you get a bonus card. So one more bit of advice. Look, got the Queen of Cups. Be mature in love with who you pick. Be mature and emotionally intelligent with who you give your love to, especially romantic. They need to deserve it. All right, take care of yourself. See you later.